G'day, Ellen. It is Will from Brisbane, Australia. Let's talk about mental health. So, I have been in what I call remission from depression for about 10 years now. It's been 10 years since I've felt depressed, 10 years since I've been on any antidepressants, and I really love my life. I love what I do, and I love the people around me, and I enjoy being me. But I still remember what it was like to, as a kid, decide I wanted to kill myself. I remember that like it was yesterday. And it was about 5 years ago that I really got involved in helping other people that were going through a really tough time, that were depressed or struggling with their feelings, to seek help. To encourage the men of Australia to soften the F up, essentially. The problem, though, is that mental health is still a major issue. We don't address it like we need to. It needs to have a really big conversation about how we can fix this, how we can encourage men to seek help rather than killing themselves. At the moment, suicide is the #1 killer of men in Australia aged 14 to 44. United States, it's the #1 killer of men aged 15 to 44. Just think about that for a second. So, more than anything else, more than cancer, heart disease, gun violence, drugs and alcohol, suicide kills us more than anything else. That's freaking ridiculous. What's that about? We need to fix that. And the only way that we're going to fix that is through a massive cultural shift away from not talking about your feelings, not talking about being depressed, to being able to seek help for depression and mental health issues as easily as you would seek help for a broken bone or for a problem with your leg. Ellen, in order to do that, it's going to take a big effort. So we need your help to find out how's the world feeling. We're running an app later in the year for a week to get data on suicide, mental health, and depression issues. With your support and reaching everybody that follows you and adores you, we should be able to achieve that, and as a result, save lives. I really think that you are the perfect ambassador for us. You have a way to engage with people, to bring out the best in people, and in something like this, we need somebody with your enthusiasm, your effervescence, and your joy to help us achieve this really big feat. We need your help. Give us a hand.
Hi, my name is Hannah, and I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety 2 years ago in 2014. I was encouraged out of denial by an incredibly supportive family and a brilliant doctor, and since then it's been something I've talked about with all of my close friends, and they have a huge variety of experiences with mental health, including one truly inspirational young woman with PTSD. I'm part of an amazing support network that's founded almost entirely on discussion, and I feel that genuine conversation about mental health can just achieve so much. Ellen, your conversation about Tyler Clementi came across my Facebook newsfeed recently, and it moved me so much because I've seen the struggle for wellness all around me, and your bravery and integrity in tackling that conversation is what makes me think you would be a truly incredible ambassador for a program like How the World is Feeling.
So mental health is an issue that I have had personal experience of, and suffering from depression after leaving university and not completing my degree was something that hit me quite hard. It was the first time in my life I'd failed, and this was something that was very difficult to really get my head around. And it may seem like it's something quite superficial to a lot of people, I understand that, but leaving your friends, leaving somewhere that you were hoping to have several years of fun and enjoyment and learning, and having to come home was a really difficult process to go through. So that was something I experienced. It left me with a feeling of loss, a feeling of obviously depression, and that was something that I experienced for the first time in my early 20s, which was very, very difficult. And it kind of led me to what I do now, which is running, keeping fit, working as a marathon coach, and being around very positive, fit and healthy people has really helped me overcome some of those issues and some of those problems. I'm still a little bit crazy, I think. I still like running marathons and long distance, but I think that little bit of eccentricity will always be with me. But this is an issue. I think we all go through tough times in our lives. I think we all go through moments where we feel down, we feel depressed, we feel that sense of loss, or that empty feeling. And I think, you know, having coached lots of different people, having interacted with lots of runners, it's a theme that comes up over and over again. And what we really need is someone like Ellen with her passion and her love to get involved in this program. So Ellen, we love you, we know you're awesome. Get involved. We need your amazing energy, we need your wonderful fans and your incredible audience. Please get involved and help us to raise awareness. I heard a statistic today that said 1 million people a year are committing suicide around the world. That's 1 million too many. Let's get involved, let's make a change, and let's get this message heard. Thanks Ellen, and thanks Spur Projects.
Hi, my name's Ralph, and I really think this is a great initiative by Spur Projects. And of course, Ellen DeGeneres, you would make a great ambassador for this project to get people talking about mental health. For me, it's been a lifelong battle. I'm nearly 60 years old. I was struggling with, depression in my late teens, but at that time, I didn't know anything about it. I just felt how I felt and dealt with it in all the usual ways in those days. You know, self-medication. So for me, in later years, you know, the black dog does revisit, and situations arise where, you know, I fall into these cycles. But it's really only through conversation with good friends, reaching out to people and getting support that helps me get through it. And over the years, I've learnt to deal with it more effectively. But it's connecting, it's feeling the support of other people through conversations that's really made the difference for me. So I think it's a great initiative. Get on board, Ellen, because you obviously have such a great level of influence with people, and we can use your support. Thanks.
Hey, I'm Cameron, I'm 28, I'm from Wollongong in New South Wales. Mental health has impacted me directly and indirectly, but mainly I think it has affected me since probably about 16, depression and anxiety. And this has affected my progress through school, through university, and getting jobs, and always wondering, well, what was wrong with me? And I always felt like something was different, but I didn't actually identify that something was wrong till much later in my life. I think that the conversation around mental illness needs to increase so people like me, young guys in Australia, across the world, can realise and get the help that they need. It's not something that there should be a stigma against. I think that Ellen would be great for the cause of mental illness and the discussion around it, just due to her passionate nature and her following. And I really hope that she jumps on board. And more people like me can have the confidence to jump up and say, look, I had a mental illness, it's changed me and I'm actually a better person for it. It's not something to be negative about. Thanks.